Well, I've been on a social media kick, and so I'm just going to keep on going. See, what happens is I will talk about something here, and then a second later I'll think, oh, I didn't talk about this, or oh, here, this is an idea, or it's literally just me having these different ideas and wanting to kind of follow them out and talk through them a little bit. One of the dangers of the kind of social, cultural revolution that I think is being maybe not perpetuated, but at least largely moved by the internet revolution, is the fact that everybody has now been put in the place of a teacher. The bar to entry to get your voice and your opinions out is now zero. It's nothing. There's no bar. All you have to do is have an email, right? All you have to do is be able to sign up for Twitter or for Facebook, and you can all of a sudden have an audience for your ideas and your opinions. And especially with, say, something like Twitter, if you tweet out at somebody who is maybe much more influential in the world than you, like a world leader, a world political leader of some kind, you can get a response, right? There are nobodies who will tweet something and get a response from the President of the United States, or he will retweet something that they say. That is crazy. I mean, it's just our world now, and so maybe we don't think about it a lot, but that is absolutely nuts, right? Somebody who is, a well-known celebrity can be communicated to by somebody who is nobody in their sphere, right? Just from in the middle of the country, they can now have a voice in a sense and tweet something out that person sees and responds to. That is nuts. And it's not bad. I think that there's actually a lot of good to it. I think that the elitism of our day is quickly being destroyed, or at least changed. And I think some of that is really good. There's also some really damaging effects. And one of the damaging things, I think, is that everybody has become a teacher. Everybody has been put in the place of a teacher, where they are trying to teach all of their friends or family or people that are following them what to think and what to believe. The problem with that is that the book of James tells us that a teacher is going to be judged more severely. And I do not think that there are many people that approach this new avenue of teaching with the kind of humility that is really necessary. Understanding that you will be brought into judgment for all of these ideas and opinions that you share. That's not to say, again, that it's not, or it's all bad. There's a lot of good that is coming out of these things. But it's also a necessary topic that we say, maybe it's not always good for everybody to be able to share their opinion. And maybe one of the dangers is for them, because they think that they now have some power and some influence that they're really not ready to wield. Maybe it's good to have certain bars to entry to places of influence and power to a certain point, because it will ideally only allow those who really have the right understanding or the wisdom to engage in these things. Now, I'm saying that knowing that, most of us probably wouldn't measure up to that. And so I'm kind of in a bind where I think, hey, this is really good. I love that there are these political or religious elites who would be totally free from accountability if it were not for people who just have a Twitter account and can tweet out to them and say, hey, we saw what you did there, right? We know what you're doing. And they actually sometimes have to respond to it. That's a pretty good thing, I think. But it's going to come, again, with some dangers. And I want to be aware of those things and intentional about thinking through those things, thinking through the trade-offs when it comes to using this new medium of communication. And it's here. I mean, It's not like social media is going away. It's not like we can change things now. There's no going back. So whether we like it or not, whether it's all good or not, doesn't matter. It's here. Just like when the printing press came on the scene, there's no changing this. There's no making this any different than it is. It's here. It's here to stay. So now what do we do with it? Can't bury your head in the sand. This is the way that the world is now. It's how the world communicates. It's how we advertise. It's how we do business. Everything is connected to this online world. So we want to use it well and then approach it, again, with that humility. This, quite literally, is so powerful that it can jeopardize your soul because of the judgment that will come because of how you are leading people, using the influence that you have online. And so you want to approach it carefully and thoughtfully, but at the same time not be scared to touch it or run away from it. That's not necessarily good either. There are some thoughts. Hopefully that's helpful. Hey everyone, thanks for listening today. If you have any questions, concerns, ideas, problems, anything with what I just said, feel free to reach out to me. My email is pastormichaeljbowman@gmail.com. You can find more information about Christ Covenant Church, where I pastor, at ccc-pca.org. And if you're in the La Crosse area, I would love to get together and talk more in person. All right, bye.